Hello and welcome. Right, I've been in once before because I realised the spinny tailor was gone. I'd forgotten. I knew I'd said I'd got something to do, and I didn't do it, but I have now. It's all back, so we're good. Was it only the? Yeah, I think we had literally had only the one thing, hadn't we? Really. So our crops is a growing, which is really quite amazing. I remember myself, what did I actually plant in the end? It's weird. It is. Oh, soybeans. That's right. Yeah. My next project is a soybean factory, but I haven't done it for that reason. No, this one was just really for a cash crop, I think. Right, we needed to set this going too. So let's set that going. We must have been using Courseplay because it stopped. So we are nearest. And I'm going to go straight into a time lapse because we've got a lot to do. Ooh, we're going to get this island's going to get clocked. Let's just quickly move that out of the way. Don't want any casualties. Right, so then, in fact, yeah, we need windrower. Let's grab the windrower and set this going straight away. It can cope with the windrower. Have I still got one of the fence somewhere else? Yeah, there is another Merlot now as well. There's the old Merlot. So, that's up there. That's where it is. Let's grab that. Right, I'm going to go into a time lapse though, because it is true we've got a lot of work to do. So, yeah, I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. It's amazing once it's on the ups and the downs how quickly it goes, but before that it seems to be really quite slow. It's yeah. Well, we've got quite a few bales. I was thinking back to the FS19 times where grass bales were dissolved. You literally, like, yeah, you've got to be very careful with this. We've not really had that problem, which I'm not saying I don't really enjoy that. You know, like the fact that that's gone. You don't have that problem of the rain being almost acid that dissolves any grass that's lying around. I can't remember if it did do bales, if you'd baled it. I can't remember. That's strange. I remember seeing Miss Silly P, one of his episodes where he was like fighting against the rain, and it literally dissolved pretty much the entire grass field's worth of work. It was, yeah, quite soul destroying. Right. Yeah, really don't need to... yeah, we still need the telehandler to do it though, so may as well just put it wherever we like. Yeah, so we've got quite a few, which sort of, as I said, there are some simplifications, which, again, Giants change things, obviously, to make the game interesting, so much as you don't know everything anymore, so they deliberately change things. I understand that, that's not it. It's the, I don't understand why certain features that were very good have been swapped for ones, and there's no need because they're still in the game. Yeah, I switched on the manure on my animal enclosure yesterday, and it worked straight away. The internal manure. And I'm thinking, why are we stubbornly carrying on with a feature that was brought in FS22 that keeps on breaking? When I switched it on and it instantly worked, and I'm like, why are we like being so stubborn and bringing in something that is just totally unnecessary because it's been brought in and this is the new feature? And you like think, yeah, but it doesn't work. It keeps on breaking. This feature, I switched it on straight away and it worked straight away. I grabbed it straight away. There was no, it's not working. Well, why are we going to a system that breaks so easily? It's not been made properly. So if you've still got the original feature that works, why are we having to put up with like RAML for the same reason, really, that Giants have kept on with the cereal factory, even though it's the most ridiculous thing. It's an insane amount of stubborn. It really is insane that anybody would be that stubborn that they're going to still continue to look stupid to release something like the cereal factory that is so poor. And it is at that point it becomes stupidity. It really does. That level, and we can all do it. I have my moments. I'm not. It's a human sort of failing, but there, as I did say this on this very Let's Play, certain bits of pride are good. Taking pride in your work and that type of thing. Pride is not always a bad thing. But stubborn pride where you are refusing to like do, even though you know you are wrong. But again, do they? Yeah, I suppose that is it. Sometimes people can be really, I'm right because I made it. I can do what I like. And there can be a bit of that kind of mentality, which that does shine through as well. It does, which it's not a good thing. Oh no, that was one thing I was going to do, and that was, it makes sense that the specialist is this is really nice. I'm really enjoying this, that we've got so many fans. This is like a dream team. This reminds me of Giants Island, where you literally got the team of fence and that's all you've got. It was quite amazing. I love that. That was quite nice, actually. I enjoyed sort of doing that, because I was, yeah, it was the re-release from FS22. It's still sort of shone through as a fairly basic map, but it was a nice shape. There was some nice features. So yeah, well, no, it is precision farming, so why do we may as well do it, aren't we? Thinking about it. Not that we're going to get very far with 42 litres odd, but yeah, we'll set the fertiliser going first. Yeah, the field is growing nicely. We are now need to really worry about a harvester. Now, I've actually created my first harvester. I've also finished my vegetable harvester, and I think I really have finished it. It sort of works now. It's been a long time coming. It really has, for it to be finished, and me to feel it's now named. There's both of them names. I haven't finished the modelling on the old vegetable harvester. Yeah, the carrots and the potatoes and that one. I haven't done the modelling on it, but I have on the new one. I did my first proper diffuse. Where I create the graphics, basically the texture files. Now then, we ought to keep this on this. It was me. I should have left it on the 27-meter course. It really was more sensible. 27-meter 2. That's right. Yeah, clear load. And oh, I just can't. I thought. Oh no, it does say 27-meter. Yeah, no, it does. So. First, I thought I cancelled it. Oh, you have, yeah, you have cancelled it. It doesn't show it really. I clicked it and as I came out for some reason. I don't know why. 27-meter, yeah, load course. I must have literally clicked cancel. Right, there we go. First waypoint. Let's set you going. So then, I saw these are quite late, aren't they? So. Yeah, so I'm glad we've got the spinny Taylor back. The Bionic. Is it the? No, I think it was the Bionic. Oh no, it was. It was the Bionic. I think this is short changes because sillily got rid of the Bionic. Yeah, it's just the standard. We bought the Bionic, so I somehow need to swap this. Yeah, because this is not as good as the one we had, nor is it obviously that price. We did buy the one that's better than this, and that's not me. I mean, what I'm saying is we are specialists in this business, so yeah, we've deliberately gone for those the much better ones because that's our business. So we went into debt for it, so we will rectify this afterwards. Yeah, it's just me. Well, I hope I can do that. I don't know that I've ever swapped one for another one, but yeah, I'm not sure how the game will cope with a new swap where it's got stuff in it where it knows the storage should be new. Yeah, I've seen problems with this before when it does things like that, so I'm not sure how it's going to cope with that. Oh, seriously. A blind man on a galloping horse could get around that. I don't know whether that's in good taste anymore, really, that particular kind of thing. You don't mean anything, do you, really? I would never insult a blind person. I would never insult any sort of thing. It's just really trying to say that, basically, yeah, even someone with difficulties actually could manage to do that. It's not having a go at the blind person. It's really saying even a blind person. I suppose you could say it's in poor form, I suppose. So for those who I would offend with that, especially anybody that's is blind, that is a terrible thing. So I didn't really mean it in any sort of derogatory way. It's strange, isn't it, how the word sort of police thing sort of. And you never meant it in a bad way. You're not like having a go at blind people. But again, it's that, well, could it be taken that way type thing that you sort of think now. And I'm like thinking, well, I suppose you could if you were looking for the fact to think I was being horrible. And I really would never, ever intend. I suppose that's the point. Some of these old sayings, again, it is difficult. I've got to be totally truthful. When you grow up with like these sayings, and you're programmed, you have been programmed with those particular words, like for a long time. So, right, smashing. Excellent. I'm really well chuffed with the team we've got. It's quite amazing. So, remind me. I know we've left. I think it was another one of the various. It was one of the biggies, if I remember rightly. We sort of spent a big goodly chunk of change on the other vario. Yeah, I can't remember if. We've got all this load, don't we? Yeah, that is true. We have got the mapper set though, and we've got the trailer, and we could see. It's true actually. We're missing a trick here, aren't we? Really, what we should be doing is grabbing that beautiful Moeska duo. I think that was my plan with the slurry spreader, so I think it would be under slurry tools, I should imagine. You'd have thought. This is a beautiful thing of dreams, really. It's bigger than my... what are we actually changing the colour of? Oh, right, okay. Just like some rams in the middle. Oh, well, it's free, so I like red, so let's go red. Fantastic, excellent job. Let's grab this and we will take that, and it can be injected into our daily routine. Well, monthly routine, really. This is nice. I would imagine it needs repair, because I don't think we've shifted this at all. Yeah, obviously this year the field, which is the farmyard, is like a multi-purpose thing. It won't be forever. Yeah, we've got this particular time. You would, wouldn't you? You're not going to like just buy that field. Obviously, I think it was the tractor. We could sort of afford another field. Oh, we do need to repair that too, and also that. Yes, fantastic. No, it's alright. I thought it was sometimes when you make changes, but I was only repairing and I wasn't thinking. I was yeah, Saturday morning. I mean, like really early Saturday morning. I went to bed early and I woke up early, as you do, and I thought, oh, actually, you have had 7 hours sleep for once. I must have been exhausted because I don't sleep well, and I literally slept. Yeah, we can't really. Yeah, keep bringing one thing at a time, don't I? But yeah, so we are really a bit out of space. So we obviously do. That's it. We need to buy. Yeah, I've saved the 100 grand because we're buying the bioplastics. I did say that was doing JMGaming as one of our main ones, and I am. So yes, the soy is one of those that is for that business. So that's why I've done it. So yeah, the other thing is, can we? I know that's why I'm saving the 100,000. That's what I'm saying. It's earmarked for that, the 100 grand. Now I'm sure on the test map it was about 30,000. Yeah, obviously it was a test map, so it's probably, and you also get a bit of land with it, so it's not like it's a bad thing at all, is it really? Yeah, it still leaves a bit of a sour taste that the very first contract I do for a long time doesn't work. So again, it's that's the type of thing I'm sort of talking about the game. This has been done for like 6 months now. That kind of mechanics of the game working out whether, you know, like how, at what point you finish the field, that's down to the game. That's not down to any map maker. They don't alter the things in that. So that's a giant's error, and that is 6 months in. In fact, it's more. It's like the end of May. No, it is 6 months really. You'd expect that kind of thing to be fixed. I've got to be honest. I'm fast. I think I've lost patience with giants, if I'm honest. That's why I'm taking the law into my own hands, and I'm literally doing my own modding and thinking I'm switching off the external manure. I don't care about it. You do what you like, but if that feature's still there, I'm going to use it because it actually works. Oh no. Yeah, I just want features that work. I don't want to be faffing around. It works, it doesn't work, it works, it doesn't work. It just does your noddling. It's ridiculous. Right, we need to say you're going with a lime. It is. I've got to be honest. I'm not talking nonsense. I do sometimes, but not over this, I'm not. Alright, so set the lime going. Actually, imagine. Yeah, the bad thing is, of course, is that our data will get out of date quite quickly because we're whizzing through the years, so that's one bad thing. We've got some lime. Oh, I do know we have got the big thing. You know, I will say it properly. We have got the proper Xylon front box, haven't we? But I don't somehow think we shouldn't need it at all, really. But we now I've said that, I can imagine that it's like going to clock me. And what have we got in here? Let's have a quick look. There's no point in buying these things if you're not actually going to use them. Yeah, I've got to do something to this though. I'd like to have a go at this because the stand should go down. It did as well. I've done something with it and moved it to the wrong place or something, or I've not moved. It has a reference point that is... oh no, it was lime. That was right. Yeah, it looks silly, doesn't it, really, when it just sits there like that as a proper stand. So we need to go first waypoint and go. Yeah, so we've got £118,356. That's interesting in America. We've got pounds. Well, at least you realise not too long in that we were on that. So right, we'll leave that ticket over, and we are going to go through to the morning. Remind myself what is in the sales today. The steel drop deck. It's a very good price, I have got to say that, but I'm happy. Have we? I don't know that have we even bought one of my trailers? I can't recall. I normally do, because it's like a bit like there were TPS. It was usually my go-to at the first bit of a thing, because obviously it's like, I mean, the TPS was 1,500. It was just a cheap trailer, but when I say that, I don't mean to cheapen it, because it's not. It's fantastic. Right, we do need the telehandler. Let's just shift those couple of bales off the field, and let's grab them. I think it's actually one bale, but who's counting? Obviously me. Oh, and of course, actually, strangely enough, that one bale has become a problem. Right, there you go. There you go. Right, so then let's stick this with that pile. That's going to last quite a few months. Should we tidy this up, I think, while we're down here? And actually make this into proper piles rather than like a bit of a drop of grass. Yeah, I mean, it is true. I mean, there are certain things like the old dissolving grass that I don't miss, and there's also things like oh, okay, I wanted me to do the second one, but hey ho. Yeah, it's a bit precarious, right? So we need to grab you. Yeah, there are certain features like that, and also the one where I can't remember which modder it was. I was on his map. It was one of the German maps, and he brought back that feature of, like, if you got standards or bigger tyres on, that you trample the grass. Now that I didn't particularly like, but I did sort of. Well, I thought you've had a taste of what it used to be like when that was a thing. I thought, why would you want to bring that back? But I thought that's well, I don't know that it is real. That's what I think everyone said about the trampling of the grass. So, well, does it dissolve in real life like that? I'm not sure that it does it really? And that was my point. Yeah, not for anything else. It was a good modder as well. It was a good map. I did enjoy it, so I sort of embraced it. But I wasn't a massive fan. I was glad I'd missed the real where you'd got to put up with that, because it would have been annoying. I mean, of course, it is a game as well. There is a gaming element, and that I acknowledge. Yeah, if Giants want to bring that in, I really would embrace that. But they seem to be. This is what I'm trying to say. They seem to be trying to embrace realism in certain degrees, and then in other things they're simplifying the game to try to entice people in who it used to be too complicated. And I understand that. It's true. It's much better when it's not that complicated. I know myself, at the beginning I struggled. I was overwhelmed with all of the different bits of the game. So yeah, I think it did need simplifying a little. But it's still almost as complicated as it was before, really. So food is 115,000 litres. Our spinnery is going to very slowly do the spinning and the tailoring. So yeah, I need to swap that at some point. But let's at least go through till, and it is 8 o'clock. We do need a harvester. I'm hoping that we actually get a harvester drop at some points. Right. Oh wow, that was not bad timing. We're literally nearly finished anyway with all of my chattering. Right, let's grab you then. It will grow, of course, in a minute when the... So only trouble with a 4X map, this sweeping growth cycle. And that's what I'm seeing. There are constant reminders that this is a game. And, oh, wow, it's gone a horrible colour. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. There it grows. I mean, what is it with the colours? Oh, wrong one. Yeah, what is it with the colours? Why is that gone from black to, like, grey? Is it because it is... Did lime? Is it, like, plastered with lime now? Or maybe it is that. Yeah, because this silver goes a horrible colour too. So, yeah, it's vile what happens to it. Not, I mean, I don't mind washing it, but it's very quick. The change you can just go on the field for 2 minutes and it goes from, like, silver to vile brown. It is a bit awful. Right, so then let's have a look at our... Ooh. Wow, yes. I only put this in yesterday. Let's go for the... It's 18, so that would take it to 63,000. Not bad. If this was a starting tractor, not a terrible thing, really, is it? 190 horsepower for 63,000. I think this will probably round us out, and will also... Well, it would be nice to have something other than a fence, wouldn't it, as well? Let's be honest. So I think we don't do... I know it's a good value, but the team's really monstrous. I would want it and I don't, if you know what I mean, because what I'm trying to say is we're saving up the cash for the... yeah, for our business, so you sometimes can't, like, have sentiment, or I would like a tractor, or I mean, otherwise I'd buy a field, really, is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, unfortunately, as good as the value as it is, we don't really need another tractor at present. How are we doing on the spinny tailoring, by the way? Let's have a look. Oh no, yeah, it did about a ton, I think. Yeah, the wool is going to start to pile up though, because obviously it cycles, if I remember rightly. Fabric wool is how much cycles? 576 times 6. That doesn't seem that different to what it was before. That's 3,000 litres of, like, fabric. Sorry, no, 3,000 litres processed to produce about 2,000? Yeah, ish. About 2,000. So 2 tons of fabric, which then get hit by the clothes cycle, which is 480 times 7. So that actually is what it actually does, but obviously then it loses, so it's really the finished product will be 480 times 5, which is 2.5 tons. But obviously it doesn't do that because it's hard, you know, like it's doing both sides of it, so it's not that easy to actually think about what it's actually doing. So then it is August. We have looked, and yeah, this is what I do like, and that is the fact that it really is quite quick when you do this in the initial years, because there's no faffing around. We've only got the one field, the other's done. Did we actually do everything on the other field though? Let's have a look. I think we did, but let's check. Yeah, a nice patch of loam in the middle, isn't it, really? pH is, yeah, in the good band. Nitrogen, it is soybeans, and as we all know, soybeans are a little bit special. They really do. 78 environmental score, not bad at all. Not bad at all. Yeah, so that's all good. So we need to be hallmarking this 100 and odd thousand. So the clothes are coming on a pace. Let's have a look how much they're worth. I know it's April, May is when we sell them. So yeah, they're white for a long time. And also, you're taking a real massive drop if you had to sell those. You're losing a third of your price. It's just not worth doing out of season. So let's go through. I can sort of wait. I do like this where things are... I'm starting to bring it in to the productions I've made myself, because everything was set to January as being the best thing, and although that's alright for some products, I'd like to have a bit of, you know, things, a variation. So it is 8 o'clock. Is it 8? No, it's not, it's 9. Which means it's going to do that weird little glitchy thing. well, it's not really a glitch, is it? It's a legitimate thing. You're telling it to go on an hour, so it does, and it stops almost as soon as it started. So, yes, I mean, really, well, I don't think we're doing too terrible. I mean, the animals as well. We'll have a look at those because I've got to be honest. I would say that they are also. Yeah, I mean, look, I can tell by the wool how quickly the wool is doing that. Obviously, they are growing. So we have 40, 160, 163. So I'd say that's filled. They were just born this very morning. In fact, they're still not quite right. So they are pubescent. Oh, they're nearly out though. So they're next month. I think they'll be out. So that means these two are definitely adults. So we've got 80 adults, nearly 120, and obviously we can see that that is really filling this. Oh, wow! No, oh, we must have took one of the bales. Yeah. Let's have a go at pushing these and grabbing a few. Used to be a dab hand at this, but obviously the only bad thing about this is obviously this is ethereal, so you have to grip. I'm sort of adjusting to it. I am like knowing that that's how it works, but you have to like grab everything to make it work because it goes through it otherwise. And again, it's only a minor thing. It's just an adjustment you've got to make in your game style sort of thing. Is all I'm saying. I'm not having a go, honest. Yeah, I'm down to my old mic. Not that I quite like it. It's strange. The tone that I've got is obviously it's my original mic. I bought it many years ago. I'll just lift them straight on. I think we'll grab 3. I mean, yeah, it's a bit bad. It's the only thing that I'm not too keen on this. You like grab 3 all the time in the middle rather than 2, but it's again a small thing really. So it should grab 6, which looks a bit odd. Ooh, don't know that we've got the one on the right. I think that's actually hanging on by real gravity, I'd say. Yeah, the other thing is we are going to need another business to cope with the wool, because this is not... I mean, even the Bionic will not cope with the flow of wool once you get to the real adults. When these are all adults, it's going to be really ramping up the wool production. So maybe we might actually go for the rope maker. I like that. I do need to shrink it a little. It's a bit monstrous. I made it a bit big because it originally was made from the proper giant sized one, but then obviously I bought in a silo model, but I wasn't worried about the size, but it really is. I'm trying to bring everything into a reasonable size. Size is important, I'm thinking, for the productions. You know, I want them to be taking up not very much space on people's farms, more about height than about anything else. So that's the plan. Right, so then it's September. Do we do the cut in September or do we do it in October, because it starts to muck around with the year after? I think we'll cut it now, I think. So we're sort of getting 2 cuts in this session, and then next session we'll go through to the let's do it then. So we've got we have got one of the fence down that end. So I'm going to go into second time lapse. Oh, it's going dark, the data. This is what the only bad thing. Can we buy the data for this now? You can, once you created it. I think your core is could, because it's a proper field, isn't it? Even though it's a... Right, so we want to grab you. I'm not sure if you've got a course or not. I do like this. I'm very, very pleased with the mower. Of course, it's not finished. It's still cheekily grabbing the original Elho. So, no, I've not got a course on. So let's set the 11 metre course. This is, 12 metre. Why? What courses have we got there? 12 metre. Ah, that one. That's the one. 11 metre. Clear and load. And we just want first, I think. And then, oh yeah, time-lapse time. Let's grab the... we did set the xylem, but we're not going to do that this time. Yeah, we're going to... I want that this island can be... Because it's a bit of a specialist. I mean, it's not like we've not... This is what I was saying. I know we've got a team offence, but let's be honest, we've got a team offence. And at the minute, we've got more tractors than we need for doing all these tasks. So let's use them. They are more than capable. You've got one per job. So that's sort of like quite a rare place to be. Obviously, in the future, we may well... now then, what course have you got on? You have got a 9 metre course, so you would the planty person. Okay, well, let's change you to 8.4 metres. And that means everybody is ready. Yeah, it does start at the same... We're lucky, actually, because it's lucky that it just starts at where the mowing starts, because it doesn't frequently work like that. It's very, very infrequently works like that. So let's go... It's lost me. Why be... No, it's that. It's me. It's me being silly. Right, so... No. We want first. Now you can go. Fantastic. Oh, is he... Oh, no, he's actually figured it out himself, or she has figured it out for herself. Yeah, they was back into that corner. Now the windrow is going to do the same thing, and it's... Yeah, it's a bit of a pain, to be honest. Right, let's just get this bit of cleanup done. Although it probably would have caught on the next sort of like turnaround. So now this isn't at the beginning, so we will take this up to the point where it is at the beginning of the course. I think I'm right. They're about to like moan because they can't realise that all they need to do is go forwards. They're going to like moan at this very minute and say, "Ooh, I'm blocked." Oh wow, that is dark. That is definitely... We need to repurchase this. Oh, okay, no. So the bale was a little too close than the first time. So actually, we're all right. All my life, that is dark data, isn't it? Yeah. I reckon we need to purchase after this cut, ready for next year. So let's drop this on the edge of the field, and we will use the map set. There's an awful lot of mods sort of being released at the minute, so I'm not sure if... it sort of feels a bit strange, because I was looking at the dates on mine and thinking, wow, I've forgotten that's down. So we'll just get up to the beginning, and then I'm going to go into a time lapse. Yeah, so I'm hoping that I get something from the modding. Like, yeah, because I mean, obviously I put hours and hours of the modding. So I've got a lot of mods, though, that I need to... that are almost there, like my harvester, that I find is a unique, and I've even got the rollers rolling, or they're not particularly rollers in the truest sense, but they are spinners to get the vegetables out. So yeah, they're all working properly. I was quite chuffed with that, but obviously I'd picked that up fairly quickly on how to actually sort of do that particular animation, so I'm well chuffed with that. So I think it should be, we say first, I would say we're about there now, so let's set you going, and I'm going to go into a time lapse, I think. Yeah, so all that remains to be said is no, that's goodbye for now. That's not the right saying. Oh, that's not... Oh, okay, so why is the windrow at night not quite right? Maybe catch it next time? I don't know why that shouldn't have caught that lot, but we shall, yeah, we will sort it out. Right, I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. some reason the course, even though it's the same 8.4 metre, doesn't seem to match, which this is at middle winter, so it should really match. If the 8.4 is the same course for the same field, which it is, I don't understand why this is not matching up. Now, I've always done it myself, but it really should match, so I've no idea why it's not. It's a bit weird. Obviously this is not the because it's only second growth stage, we've not got anywhere near the amount of bales, but it's not all we're doing is for his food anyway, so really it's not terribly, yeah, it's not a matter, and we're keeping ahead of how many bales we need, well ahead now, so there's well more grass than we actually need, which is a good place to be, really. So a bit of ducking and diving, a bit of selling that we've done as well. So that's took us up a little bit. So we're 50 odd grand ahead of our target. I would imagine if we go through till October morning that, let's grab those 2 bales, 3 bales actually. We did also put, yeah, couple, yeah, it's not just 3 bales off the field. What I mean is there's 3 bales on the field. Yeah, we actually did sort of do that a bit differently. Yes, I'm quite pleased, really, with where I am with it. Obviously, vehicles are the newest of the modding that I've done, and I'm quite pleased with where I am, like, with doing the animations. I knew that was the bit that I needed to, like, get to grips with, and I'm beginning to get to grips with certain ones. So, yeah, I now know how to do the rollery type animations. Obviously I've sort of, again, it goes to show it's not an easy thing, because obviously I did get it figured out for that, and then I've moved it slightly and I've now broken it, so I need to like figure out what did I actually do to break it. But it is it's nice to actually figure them out at all. It is, this is, I need to like get them, also I need my light bar to be, why is that? Is that like a collision? I suppose it is close to that. Yeah, I can see why it is. Let's stick this on the back. I would imagine this little lot should probably, that's actually on, will take us all the way through the winter, in which case we've then got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 bales that are actually ready. Let's stick this, I mean, yeah, we're also like stacking them up nice and neat as well, so it's, yeah, it's a bit tidy. I'm sure everyone will be very pleased that that is the case. So we do need you going, and we will set you at first, which you still are, and we are going to get the Meprosette. Am I going to do this manually? I think we will. I think I'm going to enjoy doing this. Now we need one of the biggest, although to be honest all 3 of the big fence are all, yeah, even the small big fence is not small. It's definitely not. Right, so then let's get this filled. Not that it matters with what. Slurry, digestate, they both do the same job. So, right, let's get this filled. I think it's... Ooh, not bad. Scraping the fence. Ooh, and now I'm actually running along the edge a bit. Right, so then, yeah, we on the right one? We are indeed on the right one. Now, can I recall how to unfold the Meprosette? No, I can't, so I'm going to need to look. I thought I'd got it, but I haven't, so... Oh, no, yeah, that's... I'm trying to unfold the actual tank, and that doesn't unfold. No, this is what we want. I don't think the wool factory is going to give us anything that we need actually at the minute, so then slurry will do nicely, I think. We need to create a course. No, we don't. We just need to unfold, and I'm going to do it myself. I am. So deactivate. Oh no, we need to be on it. To look at it as well. You need to press both triggers and left. I'm sure this is completely different to what it used to be. Okay, Toggle work mode left. Oh, so actually, it might be the same, actually. Yeah, that does seem a bit. Work mode 30 meters. Right, this is going to be a bit of a beast. It is. Right, let's get cracking. So, no, I'm not going to time lapse it. It's not going to take long at all, is it, really? This. Right, let's just go a little bit higher. Make sure I'm getting my spread right. It's an interesting way that it does this. It's very intriguing. Oh, I was going to say it's obviously not needing a lot because it's not actually. It is doing it though. That's weird. Why are we not losing any? And yet it is actually making the fields change, which means we are using it, but we're actually not. Is this something else that's gone wrong? Because that, let's be honest, if you look at the state on the mini-map, we're actually getting yellow go green. Well, that means that we would be using, we can all see, I mean the animations always do this, but we can see there's a change happening on the field and we've not lost a sausage of slurry. Now I know as a player that's a dream come true, that it's, you know, like it's going on forever, but let's be honest, it's hardly realistic. And this had an update the other day as well. So they've updated it and it's still not working right. Well, that's not very good. No, it's not really. Well, we're certainly getting through the mod desk as well. Every single couple of weeks it's like it's released and it's like another mod desk. I'm like thinking, who is in charge at Giants? Who is like doing this where it's like changed immediately? Yeah, look at that. We've not used a single litre of slurry, whereas this is a dream come true in a way. In another way, it's obviously not right. So am I impressed? Not particularly, but would I expect this sort of? Yeah, I'm beginning to get to expect that nothing is right in the game. It seems to be the part of the course, which is a bit unusual. It's still usable, but it doesn't sort of shout highly of like Giants. It doesn't inspire confidence. Let's leave it at that. I'm not trying to be horrible, but it's hard not to be when this compounding of issues and then you get a monstrous fix that actually doesn't fix anything. Right, so can we remember? Yes, we can. Right, fantastic. So we have a dream machine that in so much as it's not ever using any slurry, which that's rather amazing and terribly unrealistic. Right, so then we'll go through till tomorrow, I think. And I would say that's probably not a bad place to leave it. Right, so we should be now looking really nice on the precision farm. Oh, only we need to buy the data. We will as well. We will purchase it. It's I know it's still like cheaper to buy the thing, but for now I think we'll buy a scanner for next time. I'm hoping Akimobile actually releases his sets again, because they were fantastic. I did really love those. I'm hoping he's either got them in or whatever, because yeah, they are very useful bit of kits. The colouring of them and also the increased range is definitely a good thing. Now, the minute you can't grab them, I could of course grab Akimobiles and do it myself, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not. Am I? I could do it for myself, I suppose. Really, because I wouldn't do what I would quite. I do like the colours. It's a nice touch that you can colour them how you like. So it should be pH value okay. We've just gone over this. It should be perfect. It's just not working right, is it? Right, okay, so let's go through till the morning and I'm sure it's going to be spot on and it's going to be ready, because that's very dark green. So we are going to need to buy. Also, we can actually get our trailer used. We've had it sitting there right since the beginning. It's a right good buy that we bought a long time ago, and we've never used it because we've never had a need to. So it's not. Ooh. So the growth is going to happen at some point, and I would imagine. Oh, it doesn't look like it's done to me. Mind you, it'll be the growth thing again, won't it? It'll be. Oh no, it is. It's the wave is going across as we speak. If we go off and on again, you'll see it's all done. Yeah, it's the very slow wave. So then it means we need to ask the store to deliver to us a harvester. Have we got a header? I don't think we've even got a header on this one, have we? I mean, we're doing very well on the... that's the Titan Forager Cotton Unrealistic. Yeah, I would like to do that. Well, I don't think we've got a normal header. They're all the vegetables and that, aren't they? Sugar beet and Forager Unrealistic. And there's our trader there. Let's have a look what's on sale this morning. Another fence. And there is the vegetable harvester strain. Oh, it's the... This is the original one. Are we doing vegetables on this? It is, well, it's, even if it was only just for potatoes, it's just too good a deal to go for, isn't it, really? And we would still have 100,000 left. Obviously, another fence, and it is the biggie, but we can't really afford it, and we don't really need it at the minute. It's a shame, because obviously it's going to come and go, and it's one of those things that I think, oh, I'd love that, but that we will go for. Oh, we could buy and sell it, though. We could, actually. I'm being silly, aren't I? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do a bit of buying and selling. No, that's not how you do it. It's this one. I am knowing this now, so 250? Yeah, it was. We don't want any extras. We just want this beautiful thing, and we would have loved to have you in our team. Unfortunately, we are absolutely not. Yeah, we've not got enough cash. We're still doing well. The buying and selling it, that also does assist you, really. It's not bad at all. Oh, my favourite. I'm trying to put a front 3-point on one of these. It's been my dream since FS19, where it was the last time you could actually stick the front lifter on and it work. Giants nobbled it for FS22. They obviously didn't like that, and it got nobbled, and we've never had it ever since. I'd like to, yes, you could have it done, let's be honest. Yeah, you could get someone to actually stick that on, you know, like literally an engineer to say, can I have a 3-point link stuck on that, please? You could even choose to have a really tough 3-point link, couldn't you, really? You know, like a back 3-point link put on the front. It's not beyond the realms of possibility, is what I'm saying. It's that one. Finances, repay, and then we'll see what we've really got, because we've not really got that amount. Not bad, though. So we'll buy that. Yeah, this is the little one. But it still does all of that lot. It's just, obviously, we can throw it out straight away, or just keep unloading it. Still good value. It represents terribly good value, so I'm happy with that. Right, so then let's go back down the field, because we are going to need to lease a harvester and a header for our crop. Hopefully we've also then got enough. So let's ask the store to deliver ready for next session, and we're going to grab, I think we're going to grab the first ever seeing of my harvester. Yeah, well, actually, I mean, I know I did the Russell mash, but yeah, the picture's all wrong as well. It's not this at all. It's yeah, that's that one there. So let's lease it. Slightly more horsepower, 277 horsepower rather than the 250, but it's not. Yeah, it's a snippet, so should. Oh, that's true. Did I actually change the price of the? Because I've done it as a set. Yeah, no, I did. I think it's not far off. I think it was a not much. Well, actually, yeah, you should be able to see the original Massey header, which should be, this is the 6-meter version, so it would be that one. It's 30,000 it should be, and we reclaim it and do it for 17,000. So yeah, well, I mean, obviously I'd like a bigger one, because it can cope with a much bigger one. So why don't, yeah, what that should do that. Well, that's a reasonable header, is it not? It is. I do like that. 6, 6.6, 7.5, 9 meter for 30,000. Let's lease that one. I think. Will it work? Right, that's the point. Let's save the game and do a little bit of a test. Will that work with the class? If it does, we'll have it. As in, like, we'll borrow it. But if not, then we won't. Oh, I was saying it's a 4x map. Why did I do that? Oh, well, because we need to, really. It won't work without it. So then we want to go header and lease that. Well, let's have a go, whatever that means. I would imagine it's a camera. Let's have a go. Can you... Where is my... It is very pretty. Can you... we need to still unfold. It should easily cope with a 9 meter. Yeah, definitely. It's ripping through that. Now, I do realise, having looked at the different models, I looked and saw this has got more torque than the Russell Mash, hence it can cope with bigger headers. Its horsepower's not the only thing that it needed to... Yeah, because I always made note that this was a good harvester in comparison to the Russell Mash, but really I'd upped the horsepower on the Russell Mash to be quite a bit more, but it still was terrible. So right, let's actually create the course. Let's do something a bit useful before we go. In fact, no, I'm not. I'm going to do this off camera. I'll get this ready for next session. So all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey, and I'm going to say goodbye for now.